After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Now here's Green. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Can't cash in from close range.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Conley. The Rockets pull it in. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Here's Towns. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Well, it wasn't an ideal rookie season for Jabari Smith. But, Richard, he's got the physical tools we all think to be great.
It's tough to adjust to the NBA, especially as a teenager. But at 6'11" and that type of lateral quickness, Smith could be a...
Checked in for the Rockets. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Edwards. Milton against Green. A shot by Milton, no good. Green passes to Holiday. Here's Brooks, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
Conley's shot is off.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make. Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Now here's Conley. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Green. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Just a beautiful jump shot. Green is the prototype NBA 2-guard.
Conley kicks to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. Holiday dishes to Brooks. From outside, off the mark. Gets it off. And that one is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets ahead, up by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas.
The Timberwolves.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Jayshawn Tate. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Edwards can't hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And what a splash Tari Easton has made with his defense since entering the league.
Yeah, he's just so disruptive when he's on the ball, Greg. He has those arms that just knock everything free. The man is an absolute menace on that side of the floor.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. And Tate gets it to go.
and they've had two completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they've shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
And here we can check out the story for Alperen Şengün.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
One-on-one here. Here's Tate. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Hey, Richard, you look at Houston's roster. They are stacked with high-level athletes.
The Houston Rockets have done a great job of adding players that they feel can add strength and cultivate skill. Because athleticism, that's something that you just can't teach.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Fred VanVleet. Now here is Conley. Still without a basket. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Green, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. 55 seconds left here in the second, and it's good. 2 points. Conley's got his first basket.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Green deciding where to go with it. It's good work defensively by Conley. Timberwolves trail by 7.
Rockets foul. Jack Green.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the 3.
Yeah, and the only center to win a 3-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün's checked in.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Anderson passes to McDaniels. Conley kicks to Towns. And it's in there.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Outside, Green. That will count. Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
Both good from the line that time. And so it's Houston headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, I was wondering, after the show, you guys doing anything?
Well, that depends.
Well, I got 3 free tickets to Golf and Grill. All right, let's talk about the first half. A little bit of ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical in their approach. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Jalen Green. He's really been playing well.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you very much. Jalen Green is trying to reach his potential as a star in this league. He says, things are starting to slow down for me. I'm recognizing the game a lot more and understanding what my role is. I'm locked in, and hopefully I'll give my team a chance to win and just take my game to another level, becoming a lot more efficient and aggressive. Kevin, back to you.
All right. Thanks, D.A. What an entrance to the league Jalen Green has had.
So much success early on in his career, and it was expected. He's a scoring machine. Anything he's asked to do on the floor, he can get it done. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Towns. Nails the baby hook.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Stolen by Conley. It's stolen by Smith. And it's Houston on the break. Shoots from the right block. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. There's Green with the 3. The Rockets with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. Towns down low. He's against Smith. And it's Towns missing.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And what a tool for Van Vliet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out to Edwards. Three-pointer. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one's good. Brooks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Gobert can't hit. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
For Houston, Fred Van Vliet. Substitution on the court.
Here's Van Vliet. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. That one goes in.
And willing himself to the basket, Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
Back to Edwards. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Houston Rockets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The wings, Green and Brooks. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Şengün against Gobert. Edwards gets to Conley. The pass to Gobert. And stolen by Şengün. Got a piece of it. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
To the left side wing, McDaniels, and that one hits back iron.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And McDaniels with the block. Edwards dishes to Conley. Now McDaniels. And the shot goes in. McDaniels got his first points of the game. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rule. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my.
Assisted by.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Here's Green. Passes to Easton. Now Green. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Eason. For the 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul. 3 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Green. Eason down low. He's covered by Brown. Eason's shot is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Eason passes to Holiday. Pass to Tate. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Milton.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that.
I'm on my money stuff, still whipping them Benzes. Major league, who catching because I'm pitching. Jose Canseco just because he finish. I feed him to strengthen up all my Pacifics to be specific. Triple C. Gon' rat, run and tell them that. Mo cars, mo clothes, mo. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm. It's time to spend my thrills, custom spinning wheels. I ain't woven with them.
A great way to, now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take it. Look at the Celtics. It's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course, Washington behind 9.5 games.
Well, for the Celtics, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for the Wizards, Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Gafford in at the center spot. Now here's Jones. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. The shot by Holiday, no good. Grant, you grew up here in Washington, D.C. What's the hoop scene like here?
Well, B.A., they love the game of basketball here, and the fans are unbelievable. So many stars from here like Kevin Durant. So D.C. is kind of a sneaky, underrated basketball city.
Kuzma with a screen on White. Poole for three. The putback. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Out to the wing. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by Kuzma.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Back to Poole. The three. Again, the miss by Poole.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
It's stolen by Poole. On the break. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
When your teammate makes a steal, your first thought is, I'm sprinting the floor. Kyle Kuzma does just that.
Here's Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Kuzma, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Here's Horford. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And here they come. Here's Poole. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Known as one of the most successful teams in NBA history, the Boston Celtics continue to add to their legacy, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., this is a roster that completely understands how special it is to play for this organization. They also are mindful of the weight of expectation that comes with it. Championships are their history. Championships are what is expected.
Here's Hauser. Brown in the high post. Clock at 6. Oh, it's stolen. And the Wizards on the break. Pushing it up now. Pass to Coulibaly. Poole outside. Into the lane. Basket's good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Hauser. The three is up. Here's Horford. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed,
the previous play is under review.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real...
And that does it for the first quarter. Wizards out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jason Tatum out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That one's off. And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure is real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
Well, Doris, the Wizards have some star power, but they're kind of stuck in the middle of things.
BA, unless you have top free agents coming your way, it is so hard to get over the hump. It's about drafting well. Your player development has to be next level. It is not easy for the Washington Wizards right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaylen Brown has shown steady development over his career. He said, quote, every year presents different challenges. I think that's the fun part about basketball, that it's not the same. You got to be flexible, you got to be durable, and you have to be able to grow with the game. Brian?
Allie, he keeps getting better and better. Thanks for that. Good stuff. Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Bandit. Such a wide open look.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Left side, Porzingis. Unloads. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 4. Kuzma. And Pritchard pulls it down. For Boston, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And it's Tatum missing. So it's Washington now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
I thought they had that game locked up, but then they got torched there in the final period.
Unable to get that one. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. And granted, a deal that came down to the wire this summer. The Celtics got their man, Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, yes, they did, B.A. As tough as it was to give up Marcus Smart for Boston, a chance to balance their roster and acquire a two-way tower in his prime.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Boston trailing. With the crossover, and Holiday powers it home.
Yeah, that's some flashy stuff from Holiday. I mean, those moves give confidence that carry over into your shot.
Outside Jones. From the high post. Rebounded by the Celtics. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards and came out with a victory.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
White for 3, and it's Poole with a rebound.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
The shot's good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Boston again missing. And so it's the Washington Wizards, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
For your arena entertainment.
Welcome, everybody. And a bit of a gear switch here. Shaq, you are currently trending online right now. Fans are demanding you try your... And now, coming back to this game, a strong first half for the Wizards.
Talk about controlling the glass. These guys are outworking.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. Kuzma, the 4, down low with Gafford next to him. And it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Well, Deni Avdia was born in Israel, where we don't see many NBA players hail from, Doris.
No, B.A., definitely a rare sight. He is just the 4th player from Israel since 2010 to debut in the NBA. This is why we love the game. It has such a worldwide reach.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Celtics are battle-tested, and asked what comes from that experience, Jaylen Brown said, quote, poise. Being able to see and read the game. Our offense has been able to take leaps by understanding the game and what they want to take away and just letting the game decide.
Yeah, that's been the key. Thanks, Allie. Poole outside. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score the right way.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
From behind the arc. The rebound, Celtics.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And for the Celtics, Grant, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. Get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Washington has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Poole with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Here's Jones, denied by Tatum.
There's a pride to the defensive end of the floor. Tatum sends that back. I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And that one's good. Poole.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Washington making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Gafford, and Kispert is subbed in for Kuzma. Cornette checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Tatum. To end the run. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jaylen Brown, who handles...
One thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Porzingis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. The kick out to Holiday. Fires the three. Abdia with the rebound. So for Washington, their last game, a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Poole, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And a strong finish with two hands.
Using those hops to attack the rim. Poole takes flight.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
Yeah, and the first question is, which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Takes a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep. And so it's Washington with it. Outside, Jones, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Corey Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Boston also with the sub. Horford's checked in. Jones finds Poole. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Poole's got 10.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Drills the three-pointer.
Porzingis can knock him down from out there, just looking for some consistency.
Poole, the pass to Jones. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Boston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Pass to Gafford. Drives to the hoop, and Gafford throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Holiday. Count that one. 10 points for him.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Washington shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Tatum. 23 points his last outing. Pritchard passes to Tatum. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And Kuzma slams it in.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for the Washington. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the floor for Boston, Jason Tatum is out there with Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the one spot. A shot's good from Kispert.
No way he's going to pass that shot. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And recently, I mean, we've seen Kyle Kuzma turn things around, especially offensively.
Hey, Greg, highs and lows in the early part of Kyle Kuzma's career, but a nice settled ground for him. Offensively, he's carried more responsibility and shown that he's capable of doing it.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Diaz checked in for Landry Shamet, and Jones subbed in for Rollins. Now here's Jones. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Just 5 on the clock. Off target at the rim.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Pritchard, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
A moment now to see the stats for Kuzma. 24 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
You know, Greg, many in Boston question the wisdom of the Smart Porzingis trade. What'd you think of the move?
I mean, I think given age and injuries in their front court, the trade makes sense, right? Also, they got some draft capital, but the ultimate test of this trade will be in the playoffs. The ring is the thing.
Jones kicks to Kispert. Out to Kuzma. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And Washington making a change here. Poole's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jordan Poole has more freedom to create than ever before. He said there's a small group of people who get that chance. You have to make the most of your opportunity and put yourself in position to be successful. I never want any moment to be too big. Kevin, the ball is in his court now.
Just the way he wants it. All right, D.A., thanks so much.
What strength inside from Holiday. Feels like he can score against anyone in the league with that size.
Poole with no one around. No good on the triple. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brown finds White. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Avdia. Wizards passing it around. And stolen by White. And Horford wide open. He shoots. A shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. To halt the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yes, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
For the Wizards.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Holiday. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Boston on top. They're up by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And guys, I was just thinking, as I often do, in your travels around the league, the only team you both played for, and as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
Being a trunk slammer ain't easy. Hostile.
And that's all for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Sliding in at the wing spots, it's Poole and Avdia. Underneath, we'll see Kuzma and Gafford. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And there's so many plays where Drew Holiday will show you just how creative he can be with the basketball.
He hits the second from the line. Ask any player who's the best perimeter defender, they'll all say Drew Holiday.
Well, Drew is elite on that end of the floor. He can force turnovers, disrupt and just damage plays and challenge all the shots. You think you've lost him, and he's right there with you.
Now here's White. Scoreless thus far. Poole against Tatum. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Now here's Poole. He's got 10. And Jones now atop the key. The rebound by the Celtics.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Kuzma after Jaylen Brown's miss. Offered a screen on Howard. Poole fires away from outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And it's White missing. Washington trailing. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics are a powerhouse, but they also know they're going to get every team's best shot, and they've got to be ready. All-star Jaylen Brown says comfort will kill you. These teams aren't waiting around to let us win the game. You've got to go out and prove it every single night. Success is earned every single night. Kevin, I hope to earn success tonight with my sideline report.
David, you are in the Hall of Fame, my man. You have earned it. Thank you so much. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Muscala comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Kispert subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Now, here's Poole. He's got 10. Pocket 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. That puts them in the lead. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Lets it go from deep. Avdia with the rebound. Poole with it. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud.
The third quarter comes to a close. Wizards lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 4. On the floor for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And Holiday, here we go. And the rejection by Gafford. And here's Poole for 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
All the officials are all over that one.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for Boston, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
All 3 throws good from Drew Holiday.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on him.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. That 3 off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And Poole gets it to go.
And it's scary how much scoring potential a player like Jordan Poole had.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got his first 3 points of the game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, I had a chance to find out what Wes Unseld Jr. discussed with his players. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. This ball movement by Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tatum with another miss.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And Poole gets it to go.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
they can take their time on this possession.
It would be a bad idea to just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And Poole just blowing through contact.
First team foul.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Jordan Poole.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Great pass from a great leader, Drew Holiday.
There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. There's the basket. Poole. From the line, the putback. It's good on the putback. Avdia's got the lead up to 9 now for Washington.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The 3 from Tatum. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And Poole gets it to go.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, no luck.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And the dunk by Tatum.
Smart pass from Porzingis, just a better shot available.
Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And so it...
Que lo hay, dime quién, yeah, 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 yeah. Que puedo con el Internet, yeah. LBS, you know. Tinto suelta la trompeta que siempre que lo hace un palo, LBS, you know. Esta vida, mami, es un regalo, la isla se robó el show. Yo que solamente puse mi mano y Diosito me entregó el don. Te juro que se siente muy... Que tu colega sea tu inspiración. Solo éramos 4 trabajando... Cuando era el tiempo de comienzo y se está pasando muy rápido, me da vertigo cada vez que lo pienso. Pero se me pasa cuando recuerdo todo el sacrificio y esfuerzo, yeah. O cuando ella me da un beso, cada vez que me pongo tenso.
Straight out of BC, we taking the sound to the world, you see. They don't really like me talking my like the did. They hating on me cause I'm a fresh shot, cruising in a beamer, fresh shot, cruising in a beamer, fresh shot, fresh shot.
Wake up in the morning and I cook up in the kitchen. Put some water in the cup, ice freezing. Seeing clips from last night intriguing. I can't remember that chick I was kissing. Couldn't even get a number. Heading people them are envy when I deal with that baby in the VIP lounge.
Up next, the Magic taking on the Celtics. For the Magic, they've lost only 1 game out of the last 7. They've taken their focus to another level, and they have their sights set on another win here tonight. Celtics, Magic. We'll be right back on 2K Sports.
Put me on top.
Thanks for spending your Now we get a chance to check some stats for Paolo Banchero.
Been in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Goga Bitadze. Then it's Suggs. And it's Black in at the point guard. Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, B.A., they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
And Grant, the news for the Celtics over the summer, moved on from Smart in order to acquire Porzingis.
Yeah, the team wanted to get bigger, and Porzingis gives them that. Hard to lose a player like Smart, but the Celtics feel their guards can fill that void.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Here's Black. Rebound Boston. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Well, if we want to talk about Derek White for a moment, he's become such an effective defender, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's got a great mix of awareness and ability. Just an exceptional quickness that allows him to be a disruptor at that end.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. The wide open shot is on the money. Holiday's got his second basket.
One of the more complete players in the league, Holiday with the nice jumper.
Suggs, no good. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Yeah, and for them that was a bit embarrassing, so expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
1:36 left in the first. A nice shot by Tatum.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Here's Suggs. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Black.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Caro, no good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Porzingis passes to Brown. Tatum from long range. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 5 now.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Outside, Brown. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Suggs, no good. And here are the Celtics. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Brown can't hit. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 7. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Tatum can't hit. Here's Suggs. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
It's a Wagner family get-together with Franz at the 3 and Mo playing inside. Anthony is out there with Gary Harris, and it's Isaac in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Unlike a lot of drafts, Grant, there wasn't a clear first overall pick in 2022 for the Magic.
Yeah, but I do think they nailed it, taking Paolo Banchero, a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero was Rookie of the Year, and he's certainly a player you can build around.
Ben, he's checked in for Boston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Celtics have terrific depth. They have a number of reserves who could start for other teams. All-star Jason Tatum said those guys sacrificing coming off the bench, I think that just speaks volumes to the commitment that we have to be our best and to playing to our standard every night. Brian?
That's what it takes, Allie, right? Thank you. Inside. And it's Wagner missing.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Wagner. It's stolen by Tatum. Horford passes to Holiday, and the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got 6. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Dan, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Here's Black. Missed inside. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Pritchard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Tatum. When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well. Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
To halt the run, Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. White, the pass to Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Here's White. Back to Holiday. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Magic have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Suggs with the bucket.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the 3 if you give it to him.
And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. It's Suggs with a drive. Pass to Wagner from downtown. It doesn't go for him. It could go. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. Not to steer us completely off topic, but just out of curiosity. Either of you ever think about coaching in the league?
You know, I don't know if I'd be good at it because I get so invested in these games, man. I might lose my cool at a bad call and, like, just go crazy.
My answer is no.
You heard it here first. No Coach O'Neal in our future. Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Boston Celtics.
They're putting themselves in a really good position, limiting turnovers, making the most of each possession.
That's a stat that can be overlooked, but so critical to winning ball games.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Jason Tatum out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Porzingis grabs the board. And for Boston, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Brown drives in. And Brown with the stuff.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Pass to Batase. Clark, we're in the era of the scoring point guard. Who's the best one going in your mind?
Well, I think you got to start with Steph. I mean, he is just so unbelievably remarkable in his shot-making ability everywhere. People obviously target his three-point shooting, but he, to me, is the greatest shot maker that we've had in the game when you look at the totality of what shot making is. There's nobody that has mastered shot making in every way the way Steph has.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And over the years, one thing we've seen from Jrue Holiday, he is clutch, Clark.
He sure is, B.A., and not just at the end of games. I mean, he typically does whatever his team needs him to do to get a win. He can dominate from tip to the end of the game, or he can simply beat you with his competitive spirit. Nice job by Banchero to get behind the defense on the break.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, before his one season at Duke, Paolo Banchero tattooed the message, "No pressure," on his left forearm. He said, quote, "There's going to be noise, but at the end of the day, you got to go out there and hoop against 5 other guys. So it's like, quote, what really is it if it's just basketball?"
That's a good point. No big deal. Thanks, Allie. Holiday finds Porzingis. Brown with it. Wagner picks him up. Porzingis can't cash it in from close range. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Anthony against Porzingis. And stolen by Porzingis. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Brown. Great D that time from Banchero. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Ingles against Horford. Anthony outside. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris with the drive. Horford with a steal. And they're on the run. Here's Tatum. And that one's long. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At the 2 and the 3, it's Suggs and Wagner. Goga Batase is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Black in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Holiday with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Holiday passes to Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Batase, an easy 2 on the layup.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
The Celtics with the lead. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Orlando grabs the miss. Batadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Out to the right wing. Here's Banchero. Here's Batadze. Back to Suggs. Fires from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Tatum can't hit. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. The 3 from Banchero gets the 3 ball to go.
You can't leave Banchero open from 3 either because he makes shots from everywhere.
And the Celtics call time here. They're ahead by 6. 1:36 left in the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And Allie, thanks. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Black. Here he goes. He gets it in there. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Batadze. Fires for 3. Boston with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Left side, Tatum. 11 feet out. Off the left rim and out. The Magic have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
And they go to the intentional foul. There's the steal, and he's all alone. He goes up, and Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. 6-point lead. And now we've got an intentional foul.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these 2.
So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Black. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And the Celtics in possession here. And Holiday, here we go. Yep, count it.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Beautiful play that time by Banchero. He's got a lot of special qualities.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Banchero. It's a one-on-one situation. Wagner for 3. Boston with a rebound. Tries to break his ice. The drive by Brown. And he lays it up and in.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
And the Magic call time here. They trail by 7. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So we see the Celtics get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark County.
There's some I can trust. Won't even lie, I got PTSD nearly. My finger, they ran up on us. I left home when I was 14, White J was 10 and a man in the house. We go from baby straight to men.
They doubted me. I'ma be the biggest thing they ever seen. See my name in flashing lights and cover magazines. Do it for the real ones and I do this for my team. They want me to fall off so bad, so bad. I don't know what. Oh, say does that star span?
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Indiana Pacers. Richard, some teams came into this season looking different than they did a year ago. And for teams that have added new players, is the feeling out process over?
Well, it better be, Kevin. There's a good chunk of the season already gone. You hope at this point in time you've gelled with your teammates in the preseason. By now, the chemistry, well, it should be there.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Brown on the wing. He's paired with Mathurin. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. And it's Halliburton into the one.
No hesitation from the swingman. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Launches a three, and Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Brown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker finds KD. And then Durant with the jam.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
Here's the Suns with the ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And here's KD for 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's sent back by KD.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
From deep three-point land. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Quick thinking by Halliburton, sensing the separation immediately and pulling up with confidence.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Kevin Durant. Okogie's checked in for Grayson Allen. And it's Little in for Eric Gordon. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
It's the determination from Booker that just can't be matched.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Oh, Richard, the speed with which Devin Booker has accumulated points in his career is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, he's the 6th youngest player to hit 12,000 career points, and trust me, that list has Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. I mean, this guy is a true natural scorer. Putting the ball in the hoop is like second nature for Devin Booker. Not a guy you want to put on the line. Field is just money from there.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all three. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 7-point differential. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
For Indiana, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
At the line for the Pacers.
That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Pacers lead by 8. And don't. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
We've got Durant. He's out there with Goodwin. And it's Bates Diop in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. You know, Devin Booker has a take on load management. A lot of time in the summer making sure my body can take that load on. I want to be out there doing what I have to help the team. That's how I've always been. And I haven't lost sight of those kids up in the stands that might be seeing me for the first time. Kevin, back to you.
I like that perspective, D.A. Thanks. Lots of excitement around the Suns. A big reason, Richard, their new owner.
Yeah, taking over in 2023. This new owner played college basketball, winning a national title, and has a great mind for the game, and already has made big changes in the organization.
Suns trail by 8. To the paint, here's Eubanks. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Eubanks got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. Halliburton outside, looking to get it going. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Little can't hit.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And it's Smith missing. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Okogie, the pass to Eubanks. And the rejection by Smith. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And that's what Hield is paid to do. Stretch the floor for this offense.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns here with a different look. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Eubanks. Gordon comes in for Nasir Little. Allen's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Devin Booker in for Keita Bates-Diop. And the Suns miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fires from the wing. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer, Hield. Rebound by Nurkic. Suns trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gordon with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Allen. Pass to Nurkic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Allen's shot is off. Here's Toppin. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Allen for three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Sometimes the fixes are complicated. To me, this one's simple. They need to attack the rim and go in attack mode.
And moving on. And that'll do it for half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for Indiana. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. Backcourt pair for him, Halliburton and Brown. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pacers leading by 9. So, Greg, when you think about the Phoenix Suns, what do you think fuels them the most?
Kevin, I mean, the fact that they had a 2-0 lead in the 21 NBA Finals and lost. This team is really battling to get back to that stage. And if they do, they want to take care of business this time.
On the wing, Mathurin. Halliburton for 3. Sinks the triple. Halliburton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for Phoenix. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Indiana. Throws it up high. Nurkic with the steal. Allen, right side. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Here's Gordon, and it's sent back by Turner. And he drives in, and Toppin throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Pass to Gordon. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Misses the 3.
Indiana foul. Second personal foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for Phoenix, Grayson Allen.
First free throw is good. The Pacers making a switch here. And Allen drops them both. Now, here is Halliburton. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Indiana out in front. They lead by 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
They're just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with 3 quarters behind us, Grayson Allen. Gordon is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's KD in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 11. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant, no good.
Questionable shot selection in that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Allen gets to Durant. Again, the miss by KD. Indiana leading by 8. Brown with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. A 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. The Suns running out of time. It's up a 3. Oh, KD parries the 3.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Here's Halliburton. He can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Timeout.
That's foul number 2 for him. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He challenged them to hold on to the lead. He said, you're in control of the game right now, and it's up to you if we win this game. Take the responsibility and own it and close this thing out like you can. We'll see if we can get it done, guys.
Thank you, David. Durant with a wide-open look. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Suns foul. Devin Booker. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for Indiana.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And back in college, Halliburton was impressive, but he doesn't seem content to rest on past achievements. He's always trying to take his game to new heights.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 8. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And Durant launches from deep, off target. So it's Indiana picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
About 4, 5, 6 rap over there, dead beat hating. But I still with tell them I got 2 million for them. to do a verse, and if he don't, I still got love for him. Cuz went to college hooping, staying in a dorm. What else? I was still at mama's house, sleeping on the floor. I ran up $250,000 and was still sleeping on the floor. Okay. The type of have $1 million act like I'm broke. Okay. When I was 16, I said it ain't even about me no more. Yeah. This PRE on my chest, this a multi-million-dollar logo. Yeah. They say I'm showing off, nah, I just let my. She said she loved it when she wearing all my chains. My little said you caked her off. I told him you can do the same thing. Put me in a Hall of Fame. Add it to my bank account. You can keep the fame.
The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier with the hello out there. And a look at the stats for Al Horford.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Jason Tatum out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Warriors, the core of the Warriors dynasty on the floor. Curry and Clay as the guards with Draymond at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kevon Looney.
Klay Thompson understanding how to read the floor and make the right choice. Yes, he can score it, but good vision there.
It's been a career of ups and downs for Porzingis, but he seems to have found himself now, Boris.
Well, let's think about the start of his career with the New York organization. He was off to a tremendous start. Then the injury sets in, and obviously there's a physical and mental battle you've got to overcome. But boy, now that he's moved on, he is starting to become a force. Steph Curry's ability to shoot the basketball off the dribble may be as special as we've ever seen in the history of the league.
Well, Grant, we're still very early into the season, with many teams trying to find their footing and establish some chemistry here.
Yeah, B.A., that's what the early season really is all about. I mean, players getting used to one another, as well as coaching staffs, too. Just trying to figure out which lineups work best.
Now here's Curry doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Oh, he airballs the triple. That one was way off. Brown passes to Porzingis. And that one goes in. Celtics are built. They make shrewd personnel choices year after year.
They have historically drafted very well. I think the challenge for the Boston Celtics and all organizations, the new implications of the salary cap and player personnel deal. Building teams may look different going forward. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Curry, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Tatum for 3. Sinks the tray.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kornet checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the middle. Now the Celtics on the move. He nails it, and we're tied.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
On the wing, Thompson. The 3-ball. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pulls it from 20. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Gary Payton II.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And so he hits both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Looking to end the run. Curry's shot is off. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. And that's not going to go. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
9.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Small line. Lineup with Paul and Curry pairing up in the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. So it's the Warriors now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
And Grant, you look at the longevity of Horford's career. He's done a great job reinventing himself.
You know, B.A., he added the 3 to his game once he hit 30, and that has extended his career by changing how he plays. He still can be an X factor on any given night.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Peyton. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Banton. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Paul. Horford passes to Pritchard. Fires it. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Warriors leading. Wiggins attacks.
They'll make them foul you to stop you. That's what Andrew Wiggins does.
And he makes the first. And with a single punch in last season's training camp, it seems the Warriors' culture of joy and togetherness really took a hit, Grant.
You know, I agree, B.A., and that's what they need to recover from. You know, keeping that connection and commitment to a common purpose is so crucial to winning.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Paul.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. They'll take on the Magic at Amway Center after this one. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Klay Thompson is able to go on scoring stretches like few players in NBA history. He said, quote, once you see it go straight through the net, that's when you're in the zone. At the beginning of the game, you hold your follow-through. Once you feel like you can't miss, you shoot real quick, and that's a great feeling. You feel on top of the world. B.A.?
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Allie.
Boy, from the charity stripe, Stephen Curry will go down as one of the best to ever do it.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Kick out to Brown. Boston, no good that time either. And the Warriors with possession. Big run right now for him, 11-2. The shot by Looney, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Holiday. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
A long, wiry combo guard. Holiday can make some acrobatic finishes.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Just one try to get a leg up.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
And here's Horford for 3. No good on the shot. But if it goes, the shot comes out.
You have to love the mindset of Porzingis trying to contest every shot he can. Plays with speed.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
Welcome, everybody.
Their activity on the backboard has been excellent, hustling to create opportunities for themselves and preventing second chance.
Okay, time to shift focus. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. The athleticism! Wiggins with the vertical.
Andrew Wiggins with the statement finish.
Boston trailing. Well, there's no question that the Warriors are the team of the decade, Grant.
Oh, I mean, B.A., think about it. 6 finals appearances in 8 years. They did miss the playoffs in 2 of those seasons, but they still came away with 4 championship rings, plus 2 MVP trophies. Not bad.
Three-pointer, Holiday nails it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 5 points.
From year to year, Holiday is a little inconsistent from 3, but the defense has to respect his shot.
Here's Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Second shot opportunity, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And the foul against Golden State.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
After years of dynasties and predictable NBA Finals matchups, Doris, we've now entered an era of unprecedented parity.
We have, BA, and it's an interesting situation for the league because what they've done to redistribute the talent is try to implement rules that prohibit those trios of stars from dominating the action as we have seen in the past. It's led to more interest. It's led to higher television ratings. I think it's appropriate.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics.
Warriors foul. Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Horford's checked in.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics. How about some numbers from the real NBA? Here are the free throw shooting leaders. For Stephen Curry.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line, sinks his free throws with ease.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Brown passes to Holiday. Back to Brown. Here's Holiday. Pass to Brown. Right side Holiday. And here's Brown. Defended by Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hey, Horford from range.
This is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
Curry, that's good.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
And here's Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Hauled in by Curry.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Well, the unicorn, Mr. Porzingis, the answer from 3, his specialty.
Here's Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Horford for 3. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The core of the Warriors dynasty on the floor. Curry and Clay as the guards with Draymond at the 4. Kevon Looney is out there with Andrew Wiggins. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Tatum. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thompson passes to Curry. There's the triple. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And the Celtics call time here. Checks in for Looney. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen to, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Curry with it, now guarded by White. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Outside for Green. It's stolen by Tatum.
They've been making plays like this all night. Just sharp defense, not taking any possessions off.
There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Here's Šarić. The 3 from Curry. The rebound, Celtics.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Warriors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. Trailing by 10. White can't hit. Left side Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin.
And with a rivalry like this, you only get to see each other twice a year. Makes it all the more special.
Yeah, it doesn't get as bitter because you don't get those 4 contests a year, but at the same time, this is a build-up game. You have to love these East-West rivalries.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. Holiday with the 3. No good that time. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Suns in Phoenix. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's Holiday. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Right side, Porzingis shoots. The Warriors pull it in.
And Brent, Steph Curry has so much love for this game. He's a true ambassador for the sport.
Well, with Steph, anything that he touches seems to turn to gold. I mean, he loves hoops no matter what it is. Supports the women's games. He's involved with youth athletics in the Bay Area and back home in Charlotte. And this guy just loves to see the sport grow as much as he has.
Brown, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's off from three-point range. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lets the three fly. Draymond Green pulls it in.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Curry kicks to Green. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're surprised that Klay Thompson racked up 3 more points.
Tatum dishes to Holiday. They need this. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry with the 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Porzingis finds White. A three-pointer, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Green. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Jacks up a 3. Goes back up. Saric, that's good.
Well, Dario does a nice job recovering and uses his size to beat out the smaller defender.
He got it up. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Celtics, Jason Tatum is out there with Horford, and it's Pritchard in at point guard.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And the new CBA challenging the top spending teams, Brent. That certainly affects the Warriors, doesn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, the roster is not getting any younger, but it is getting more expensive. So to sustain that kind of payroll, especially with the way the tax system is set up, it's something the Warriors are just going to have to deal with at some point and make some very critical decisions around what this roster is going to look like.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tatum passes to Horford. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You've got to knock down free throws. That costs you.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Wiggins comes in for Gary Payton. Zingas, he's checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Mikhailuk. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Gets talked about a lot, but when Porzingis is active as that big of a body, it really helps out when he's doing the dirty work.
Pass to Looney. It's tipped. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Second chance shot. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Tatum. Holiday with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Inside. Here's Horford. Tatum at the elbow. Holiday inside the line, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. It's Thompson in for Chris Paul. And then for Boston, Brown, he's checked in for Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. Nice shot by Porzingis.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Curry passes to Looney. Outside for Curry.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good by Curry.
I think the last time you watched Steph Curry on an NBA floor not have a smile on his face. I mean, always playing with that infectious joy.
Holiday, the pass to White. Back to Holiday. Fires the three. The shot missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Yeah, they got to like the look of their next few games. Drop that hammer. Boo-boo.
And fellas, looking now at the first half of play, ground to make up a major deficit for the Celtics. And that is our